What's up, gamers? I decided to do this because, just because Violence District was pissing me off a little bit, just by how much it was copying. So I've got Hunk here, Resident Evil 2. This is the Legion. This is who Jeff the Killer is based off of in Violence District. I've got 3 perks on that I did research on. These are Discordance is the Dead by Daylight version of the perk All-Seeing Eye. Merciless Storm is King Scourge, and Sloppy Butcher is Sloppy Mess. They do pretty much the same thing. Discordance, when 2 survivors or more are on a gen, you see the word of the gen. Merciless Storm, when a generator reaches 90%, they get continuous skill checks. Sloppy Butcher, when you hit a survivor, they have Hemorrhaged and Mangled. These Violence District doesn't have add-ons. I have add-ons. They're not important. You'll see them. They're not important. I don't know. I don't really know why I'm doing this. I'm doing this out of spite, I think. Yeah, that's probably it. It's probably spite. It's probably out of spite and hatred. I'll see you in a second. Wrecker's Yard. Alright. First idea. First thing you always do. Because I don't have like a tracking perk, offer tracking perk, I'm going to the far gens and I found someone. Okay, I've seen 2, maybe 3 people. Going to sprint. 2. I got this guy. I got this guy. I got this guy. Oh, he's fucked. No! Ah, fucking shit. Damn, I suck at this game. Holy shit. Flashlight, don't care. I'm listening for his footsteps. Whatever. What the fuck? See, now I don't want to use Frenzy unless I want to cut him off this window, which I don't. I want him to drop this pallet. I need him to drop his pallet. These are not very good perks for Legion, but I just wanted to, I genuinely just, like, looked up 3 random Violence District perks. I should have put Bamboozle on. That would have been a lot better. I know that's a Violence District perk. Okay, I've been on this guy for too long. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and frenzy him. Whatever. Okay, don't care. Going to this gen because I haven't seen it, and I do believe someone was on it, yeah, a while ago. See, and I knew this because when I had gone into Frenzy, after I hit my second guy and I was chasing Jeff there, or Ace there, I saw a Killer Instinct just off to the side, and I put that to memory. So I knew that the 4th person was here. And everyone's injured, which is exactly how they want to be because it makes my power as useless as possible. However, it also does just make them weaker for obvious reasons. That generator is white, which tells me there's multiple people on it, thanks to the wonderful perk Discordance, and it just exploded and is blocked, thanks to the wonderful perk Merciless Storm, King Scourge. Yeah, scratch marks are a thing that aren't in Violence District. Kind of annoying. They're like the most useful tool that killers have. Kick this gen, got it regressing. Yeah. That's a big difference between King Scourge and Merciless Storm, is that Merciless Storm blocks the generator from being repaired. See that generator? Discordance is activated. I'm going to sprint over there. I need to get to that gen as soon as possible. Fuck. Get them by surprise. They didn't even know that I knew they were there. So they're less likely to react to a pallet drop like that. Now I could just go back to that gen, which they're still working on. None of these other gens are going to have any progress on them. This one just hit 90 because of Merciless Storm. Get V. Aurora's just went that way. That's cool. Unblocks, I break it. I'm going to hook V. She has boil over, that's fine. I know where the hook is. Never mind, I have no there it is, yeah. Boil over is a survivor perk that makes carrying survivors harder. Aurora is still on this gen. She wants to get it done because Merciless Storm, you know, she knows it was at 90. She thinks she has a chance to finish it, but in doing so, she's playing worse because she's cocky, or not cocky, really, more greedy than cocky. I might frenzy here so that I can grab my hits, get some info on people like that. That's very good to know. Okay, I know where they are. So I've just put to memory that Aurora's been unhooked and is probably healing, if I had to guess. Or maybe they're doing that gen, because they're not going to heal because I'm a Legion. They're doing that gen. Yeah, look how red it is. Fuck. Run back over here. Cancel Frenzy. Don't waste your Frenzy hits if you don't need to. Pick her up. I don't think V has a light. Ace is the one with the light. If you're just curious, top down on the left there, survivors, you had Ace, V, Aurora, and then Yunjin, which I haven't really seen, except for that one time I got her down over there. This is a really, really good match I have going on. This is not what this killer is usually like. Legion's pretty low tier. They're just, they might be on a call. They might be getting really cocky with, you know, oh, it's a Legion, don't heal, and then it's just fucking them over. Oh, Merciless Storm just went off. That's great. I can use that. He wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna hook and then deal with Merciless. King Scourge. Okay. I could frenzy for info. I don't really want to, though. I don't really want to waste that. Because I know they're over here. If they're healing. Right? So or maybe they ran that way. Where they're healing. Oh. Either V or Yunjin has the perk Breakdown, which is curious. Who did I just run into? Yunjin? Or V? I haven't seen Yunjin in a while. Damn. Okay, V is dead. And I am coming over here because I don't want this gen being finished. And now I know where Yunjin is. She's healing V, or she's attempting to. Get them in mending. So a thing that's in DBD that's not in Violence District is those yellow bars when I frenzy hit. That is Deep Wound. That is essentially like a healing state that they have to deal with, or else they go down. Like, so they have to deal with it. If the yellow bar runs out, they will go down and I'll be able to get them. This gen is probably about 70, 60, maybe regressing still. It is. None of the other gens have any progress on them, which is pretty much just means I have a fair game. I'm going to check offerings now. I see 3 hidden offerings. And so for me, I'm gonna assume that the hatch is gonna spawn here, because it's usually what people do. Whenever you see a hitting offering as a killer in Dead by Daylight, obviously not applied to Violence District. When you see a hidden offering, you want to assume it's a hatch offering, and people are so much more likely to bring hatch at shack to hatch at main, just on account of there are more maps with a shack than there are maps with a main. I'm gonna come back here. Ace saw me. I'm gonna try and cut him off. I'm gonna vault this and frenzy. Get the hit. Oh, he has life. This is interesting. I didn't know that. I'll vault, but I'm going back to break that gen. I don't want it to be done by Yunjin while I'm distracted. They're both on that gen. Interesting. I don't know why they did that. I'm gonna run right there. See, as there are less people for you to utilize your power with, Frenzy becomes more and more as a speed and stall tool than it does a, actually trying to do anything with it. He's gonna loot me for a bit here. He might drop this pallet, which I break. No way! That's crazy. I see it's not regressing anymore, which means Yunjin is here. So she was touching it while I'm not looking, but it is only at like 30, so I do have about a minute to deal with this ace problem. He's gonna vault it, as always. I run to the gen. Yeah, look at that. It's about 40. Yeah, Yunjin left, clearly. Grab ace, hook him, break this pallet, and then I'm gonna just stand around where the hatch is gonna spawn, where I presume it's gonna be because of the offerings. Because I really don't have anything better to do. Right? I guess I can go into frenzy, look at gens. That one might be regressing where my knife is pointing. I don't think it is. Not regressing, but progressing. What I meant to say. Oh, it was. Oh, who's been here? Well, I know who's been here, but where is she? No? Yeah, but that's not... I hear crows. I don't know if it was a my crow. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yunjin ran into a wall. That sucks. I always hate to see that. I'm also apparently chasing Ace, who's over there. So I knew that because on the HUD on the left there were those two little claw things appeared. That means I'm in chase with the person. So... So Ace wants to either save V with the pallet or with the light. I'm trying to just not let him do either. Who's dropped the pallet already? Vault it? Yeah. Awesome. Okay, now I'm gonna hook V first, and the reason I'm doing this is because V's only at one hook state and Ace is at second. If I hook Ace first, the hatch is gonna spawn faster. And Yunjin here would have time to crawl into the hatch. I don't want that happening. And then use my finisher on Ace here. And that's how you play Killer. That's sort of where your head should be while you're playing Killer. And what'd I say? Huh? Yeah, exactly. Always bet on hatch on check. Yep. That's Dead by Daylight for you. Alright. Bye-bye.